Welcome into Wager Talk TV alongside Tony Mejia and Andy Lang of WagerTalk.com. I'm Megan Payton. NFL Week 10 is here. Let's talk Sunday Night Football. The LA Chargers head to San Francisco to take on the Niners. Niners 7-point favorites, total at 45.5. Look, I'm not surprised by this 7-point spread. I've said this before. When the Niners are healthy, they're the most stacked team in the NFL. Christian McCaffrey, another week to get used to this playbook. Not that he needed it. 94 rushing yards in week 8 against the Rams. A receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a passing touchdown. This Niners team's coming off a bye, and they're going to be taking on a Chargers team that really just doesn't feel like they're 5-3. They're just average in points per game. The defense hasn't been living up to this expectation. They're first in points allowed per game. I don't think that this is going to be so impressive for the Chargers. But Andy, what are you looking at for Niners versus Chargers Sunday Night Football?
Well, both teams have been dealing with injuries on different sides of the ball. And I'm looking at Justin Herbert over his completions. He's gone over 30 completions in 3 straight games. And what kind of caught my eye about this one is his 3 lowest completion averages this season are in his last 3 games. So his average yards per catch, his worst 3 have been the last 3 games. So it's been a lot more of dink and dunk as opposed to long shots and stretching the field. And that's just going to equal a lot more completions. So when I'm looking at Justin Herbert, I'm not necessarily looking at yards. I'm looking at how many short passes he's going to complete, which I think you can have success against the 49ers, especially with how much pressure they can put on the quarterback. He may not have as much time. And, you know, I like Cameron Dicker, the kicker. Take him over 1.5 field goals. He's won me over. He's 4 for 4 this year. Touchdowns could be really tough for the Chargers. I could see some drives stalling out. And in a game that could be close, they may take some of the kicks. I know that the Chargers like to go for it a lot on 4th down, but if San Francisco's defense is playing well, don't be surprised if they kick a couple field goals. I think you're going to get a good price on that one. So I'll take Dicker the kicker over 1.5 field goals and Herbert over his completions.
I might check out wide receiver Deebo Samuel's props when those drop, because Samuel expected to return from hamstring injury. Hey, guess what? We might even see running back Elijah Mitchell, who we have not seen since week 1, dealing with that MCL sprain. He returned to practice this week. The San Francisco offense seems to be getting more weapons, more healthy, and we know that they have one of the best defenses in the league. Tony, what are your thoughts for Niners versus Chargers?
Yeah, they've got a lot of toys, and we're out of all the Jimmy Garoppolo excuses now. So he's immersed in the offense. He knows he's going to be there, and he's had a bye week. He comes off a nice performance against the Rams. So I want to see prime Jimmy G, see if this team is somebody to invest in, as we head towards 2023. And for the they're both the final wild cards in their respective conferences. And the Niners, I think at this point, we expect a lot from. And the Chargers, we'll see if they get there. They obviously miss Joey Bosa a ton, haven't been able to generate pressure. They missed their 2 receivers that are gone. And I think that's where I'll go with. Maybe you're looking at a Josh Palmer prop, because Austin Eckler can't do it all. Palmer comes off a really nice performance against the Falcons. I doubt your book would have any DeAndre Carter props, but the journeyman is part of the Chargers passing game these days. And so if he's available, you might want to try to shoot low on a receiving yardage total there. If not, it is Josh Palmer as the new number 1 receiver, given the absences in the Chargers passing game. And, Justin Herbert is going to throw accurately so long as he gets time. So that'll be interesting. I agree with the spread as well, but we'll see how inventive the Chargers can be, given that they are so shorthanded and the 49ers are nearing full strength and at home, although the Chargers are used to playing road games everywhere since their home facility is a road stadium.
Chargers second in the AFC West, Niners second in the NFC West. Sunday Night Football kick off at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Andy. More great stuff for them on WagerTalk.com, as well on Twitter at Mejia Dinero for Tony, at Bump Sports for Andy. Stay with us. We've got more for NFL Week 10.